94.1 WHRP, today's best variety of R&B. It is Wednesday, Wellness Wednesday, and we have on the line and on the video Dr. Whitney West for Wellness Wednesday. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
Morning, Dr. West.
Hey, we want to
Good
thank you
morning.
for hanging out with us during Mardi Gras.
No, I had a good time. I had a
Yeah, it
good
was a
time.
lot of fun. But this topic really hits home for me. I am challenged, like many people, with insomnia and
Mhm.
horrible sleeping patterns and things like that. I try my best to go to bed at the same time every night. I do pretty good with that, but I wake up early in the middle of the night,
Mhm. Mhm.
way before my alarm. And I don't want to hear that, oh, Tony, you got old school hormone issues. All that said, it is 94.1 WHRP, Tony in the morning with DJ Primetime 256, Wellness Wednesday. And today we are talking about improving sleep. Give us a little something about that, doctor.
So, although you may not want to hear that it is related to, your age or station you are in life. I won't say age,
Oh, okay.
station you are in life. It may be a contributing factor, right? So
Sure.
we've heard of the circadian rhythm, right? So that means it's how your body responds to your entire day cycle. It's not just sleep. So circadian is the entire day, like what happens to your body, what exposures you come in contact with that will affect how you sleep at night. So for women, again, depending on what stage you are, it could be, you're in puberty and and your cycle is about to come on. And so you have issues with sleep. We can be perimenopausal, menopausal, and we have issues because of hormonal fluctuations. So that's definitely a contributing factor. So during, when a girl is about to get her menses, then, and then women who are menopausal will have issues with sleep. So that's definitely a big deal. What that leads to, though, is when you have no sleep, your stress hormones will increase. That causes irritability, weight gain, other chronic inflammation issues like weakened immune system, that kind of thing. So we got to make sure that we're getting proper sleep.
I agree. And the stress level part, I agree with that. I thought it was the stress that was making me not sleep.
Well, that's contributing. So because
Okay.
you've got stuff on your mind
Yes.
when you go lay down, your mind is still racing and that kind of
Mhm.
thing. So it's really important as you pay attention to, like, again, the exposures that you have throughout the day. So there's some things that will increase your inability to sleep, which are caffeine, alcohol, and then eating a heavy meal right before you lay down. So
Mhm.
those things will definitely contribute. Some people think alcohol calms them down, and it does. It depresses the your system, but only for a short time, and then it feels like a burst, like you wake up after it wears off. So drinking at least, definitely more than maybe a glass of something a night, it probably will affect your sleep later on.
So
And then
one nightcap, not two nightcaps, doctor. Is that what you're saying?
right. Yeah. So make sure your nightcap is small. Like because we can get that 9-ounce glass of wine, or we can get the 4-ounce. so, but yeah, so be careful with that amount. Now, the caffeine is an issue too, because some people say I can drink caffeine all day and it doesn't affect me. Well, it actually does. And you may have done other things to overcome it, but what I usually recommend is that you cut it off at about noon.
Oh.
If you get all it in at noon and then start, because you need to be drinking other stuff anyway. So a lot of people don't get enough water in, you're dehydrated, that causes headaches and all kinds of stuff. So we recommend, I recommend cutting it off at 12 o'clock at noon. So, and
Well,
then the
you're
other,
you're
go ahead.
you're talking to PT. You're not talking to me.
Because you
I'm
drink,
bumping it.
I saw you with your little drink on Saturday. You said you
Who,
drank something
me?
right before we rolled out the door.
Not me,
Yeah,
Dr. West. I did.
yeah. Energy drink. So you got to be careful. Energy drinks are dangerous anyway, just because you do a lot of them, because they have a lot of sugar. They have the caffeine, and you're compounding that with all the other things that you're drinking throughout the day. So you got to be
Yeah.
careful with those. So, but the other thing that is really, really important, especially for young people, is screen time. How much time do you have your phone or computer in front of you with the blue light that is coming from behind? And then, so, the phones now are, you can put it on night mode and that kind of thing, but there's still a light. And what happens is your brain is confused and you're not allowed to make what's called melatonin, make the melatonin that will help your sleep cycle begin and you get into deep sleep. The longer you have the light in front of your eyes, this signal is turned off to make melatonin, so you can't go to sleep. So recommendation is to, about an hour before you're ready to go to sleep, shut everything down, shut off the computer, not even, don't have the TV on in the background for noise. Yeah, because there's light. Now, I saw there's a button on my TV. I didn't realize was there, where you can just do sound. You can turn off the screen. So if you need, if you need the background noise just to help you fall asleep, there are apps that you can use, different meditation apps and that kind of thing that will do the white noise, brown noise, green, whatever noise you need, or sounds of waterfalls, or whatever it is you need to help you fall asleep. But you should get into some kind of routine where you're going to bed the same time, you're waking up the same time, and you're shutting off your devices in enough time. And then there's other things that you can do too. So make sure your temperature is not too hot. If you're too warm, you're not going to go to sleep, because that's a signal to your body too, because it has its own internal cooling system. So it tells you when it's cool, then it's time to go to sleep, and you sleep better in cooler temperatures. So, they said 65 to 70 in the house. I can't do 65, but I will do 70. I like cool sheets. I do not like hot sheets. I will flip my pillow over. But 70 is about as low as I can go as far as temperatures go, because the warmth tells your body it's time to wake up. There's something that clicks on in your body, and you wake up. There's also other things too. Keep your room dark. If you need to wear a mask or get darkening curtains, because you want to shut off all the light. In addition, when you plug your phone, like if you have to plug your phone in at night, put it on the other side of the room. Make it 5-10 feet away if you can. If you can plug it in and let it charge in another room, that'd be great, because the electromagnetic waves will affect the signal in your brain too. So it keeps your activity going.
Dr. Whitney West, we have been talking about improving sleep. I hope some of the tips that she's giving you will help. It certainly is a reminder on what to do to get a better night rest. I need it. Okay. And if we can get a prescription from you, doctor, to give to our place of employment, maybe we could get some of the stress off of it. Right. Nonetheless, what's the best way to stay in contact or maybe even make an appointment with you, Dr. West?
My website is www.westmdpc.com.
And what are your words of wisdom?
In Power Wellness, it's a journey, not a destination.